Hello, welcome to Analog Circuit Design online lecture series. In the last session, we have seen some basic AC and DC characteristics of the op-amp i741. Now in this session, we are going to continue the chapter Operation Amplifier only. And in this unit, today's topic is open loop configurations of an op-amp. Now see, there are basically two configurations or two modes of operations of op-amp. One is open loop and the second one is closed loop. What is the difference between these two? So whenever there is a feedback element present, that means some part of output is taken back to the input. That is called as closed loop configuration. And when there is no feedback element present or when no output elements are given back to the input, that is called as open loop configuration. So in this session, we are going to see the open loop configurations of an op-amp. So let's start with that. So first of all, let us see the introduction part. So in case of the amplifiers, the term open loop indicates that no connection exists between input and output terminals of any type. That is, the output signal is not fed back in any form as a part of input signal. The term closed loop indicates that there is a connection between input and output terminals of any type or in any manner. That is, the output signal is fed back in any form as a part of the input signal. That is called as the closed loop. So these are the basic two cases in terms of amplifiers, open loop and closed loop. Now, let us see the open loop configurations of op-amp. So there are basically three open loop configurations. First one is differential amplifier, second one is inverting amplifier, and the third one is non-inverting amplifier. So these are the basic three open loop configurations of op-amp. First one, differential amplifier, as the name suggests, we are going to give two inputs to two different terminals of op-amp and we will get the difference at this. Then the next is inverting amplifier, that means the input is given to the inverting terminal of op-amp. And the last one is non-inverting amplifier, that means the input is given to the positive or non-inverting terminal of the op-amp and the output is obtained from it. So, first of all, let us see the first one, that is differential amplifier. So here the diagram of differential amplifier is indicated. Here in this circuit, two different inputs are given to the terminals, positive and negative terminal, and we are calling it as V1 or V2 or VS1 or VS2, source voltage 1 and source voltage 2, that are signal sources. The difference between these two terminal voltages is called as VD. VD is differential voltage. And at the output side, load resistance is connected over here as shown, and output is obtained in terms of differential input. Now, in differential amplifier, the output voltage VO is given by VO, that is equals to A VI1 minus VI2. That is input voltage at the first terminal and input voltage at the second terminal. Difference between these two, where A is the large signal voltage gain. You can denote it as AB as well, which stands for voltage gain. Now, here thus the output voltage is equal to the voltage gain A times the difference between the two input voltages. So this equation indicates that the output voltage is difference between two input terminals with the A factor, right? A times. This is the reason why this configuration is called as differential amplifier. As we are getting the output in terms of difference of the two input terminals, this is called as difference amplifier or differential amplifier. In open loop configurations, the large signal voltage gain A is also called as open loop gain A. Next, inverting amplifier. So, this is the diagram, a circuit diagram which indicates the inverting amplifier configuration. So, as you can see over here, the input is given to only inverting terminal or negative input terminal only, right? And the positive terminal is connected to ground. That's why this configuration is called as inverting amplifier. Here the load resistance RL is connected at the output side and the output is given as VO, that is equals to minus AVI, that is negative to that of input voltage where A is the voltage gain. Alright, it is very obvious that the input is given to the inverting terminal, the output will be inverted only. That means it is the phase shifted version of the input. Next is the output voltage is 180 degree out of phase with respect to the input and hence the output voltage VO is given by VO, that is equals to minus AVI. Right? This is the output voltage equation for inverting amplifier. Thus, in an inverting amplifier, the input signal is amplified by the open loop gain A and it is out of phase. That means you can say it will be 180 degree phase shifted version of the input. Next is non-inverting amplifier. Now, it is exactly opposite to that of inverting amplifier, where the input is given to the non-inverting or positive terminal of the amplifier. Hence, the output is not a phase shifted version, but it is same to that of input, or as you can say, in phase with the input signal. So, this is the circuit diagram of the non-inverting amplifier configuration. Here, the input is given to the non-inverting terminal and the inverting terminal is connected to ground. Okay? As the input is given to the non-inverting terminal, we are getting the output positive. So VO equals to A into VI, where A is voltage gain and VI is the input voltage. Here RL is the load resistance connected. So this is the open loop non-inverting amplifier circuit. It is very obvious that output will be in phase with that of input. So the output voltage is in phase with respect to the input and hence the output voltage VO is given by VO, that is equals to A into VI. This is the equation of output voltage for non-inverting amplifier. Thus, in a non-inverting amplifier, the input signal is amplified by the open loop gain A and there will be no phase shift. Now let us see the limitations of open loop op-amp configuration. There are some limitations on using the open loop op-amp configurations and why we cannot use it and what are the drawbacks of it. We have seen that there are three open loop op-amp configurations: differential amplifier, inverting amplifier and non-inverting amplifier. But what are the limitations of it? If I am not giving the feedback, that means some value of the output to the input, what are the limitations of this configuration? So first one is that due to very large open loop gain, distortion is introduced in the amplified output signal. As the feedback element is not present, it will have the very large open loop gain. Due to that, distortion will be introduced at the output signal, which is undesirable. Second, the open loop gain does not remain constant. It varies with changes in temperature and power supply or such external parameters. This is again an undesirable condition for op-amp. The third one is that the bandwidth of op-amp in open loop mode is small, almost zero. So these are the basic limitations of open loop op-amp configurations, due to which it is not desirable to use op-amp in the open loop mode. So to overcome these drawbacks or to overcome these limitations, we are going to see closed loop op-amp configurations. What are the three different closed loop op-amp configurations in the further session? So I hope that the topics which we have seen in this session is clear to you now. These are the references you can refer to. Thank you. Thank you for listening.